Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blanchard Lions Coaches Show here on October 31st. Happy Halloween to all who celebrate. Big shout out to Mazios for being tonight's hosts like they have been each and every week this year. It is 6 o'clock, and it is time for the first segment of the Blanchard Coaches Show, obviously here with Coach Jeff Craig. First off, happy Halloween, Coach.
Oh.
I hope you celebrate. I know you're going to get a lot of kiddos in the neighborhood tonight. But
Get my
happy Halloween.
Costume on, get decked out, get dressed up and ready to go.
That's right. I didn't have much in the closet. I have a hat with a skull hand, and that's about as
I'm out. Yeah, I don't have anything either.
We've
it's
graduated.
been a long time since I've in a little Halloween dress.
I didn't know if they made you do anything at the school today or not.
No,
like
not
an OU
today.
circa 2013, all the coaches wearing all the get-ups. But let's talk about the game last Friday, shall we? It was a big game when it came to playoff implications, district implications. That was a game that Blanchard ended up winning 27-7. I wanted to go back to when we talked about this game for the Commandments. You said the three that we wrote down was executing on both sides of the ball, being physical, finishing in the red zone. I feel that I think we checked all three of those boxes a pretty high rate. But let's get it from the mouth of the horse. How do you think you did on those three aspects?
Yeah, that I would say we accomplished all of those things. I thought offensively, we executed well, especially first half. Second half a little bit different story, but I mean the first half to go down and score 4 straight possessions was big, and that was a big deal for us. And I thought that was the difference in the game, was we were able to we threw some tough passes, and we caught some tough passes, and in pretty tight coverage, in pretty tight windows, that we were still able to get done. And so I think that phase of it, offensively, I thought up front we blocked well. We were in the right place most of the night. So that allowed us to do a lot of things and become real unpredictable, I guess you could say. So that part of it, and then on the defensive side, I thought we did what we needed to do on defense. I was really pleased with the way we played on both sides of the ball, and the way we came out quickly and really kind of got things going and really put a lot of pressure on Bethany when we did that.
Ended up with 300 passing yards, 299 if you want to really keep score, but 300. I know that the past couple of weeks, one of the issues that was brought up week in and week out was the catching.
Yeah.
Is it as simple as they were just making catches? Is it a little bit more deeper than that when it came to the Bethany game? Was there anything extra that maybe the naked eye couldn't see? Better route running maybe? Just what really caused those 300 yards at the end of the night?
No, I think it was – well, I think you go back and look at it, and we didn't have any drop balls.
Yeah.
We didn't really miss any throws. And so as a result – it kind of goes back to what I was talking about last week when I talked about kind of the high expectations that were kind of set early.
Yeah.
And that we kind of got spoiled early with that. But also, too, at the same time, we knew we were capable of that.
Right.
We knew we were capable of doing those things. And, we've had to kind of bounce around some pieces in the last several weeks, with injuries and guys in and guys out. And it really does kind of affect you a little bit when that takes place. So, it was good to kind of have most of our pieces back in action for this game.
Yeah.
And, Brayson back in there, and that brings a different element to our offense when he's in there. And,
right.
And so I think we just it seemed like we were prepared, and we were mentally prepared to come out and play a tough game and kind of try to, same situation we were in last year, and we didn't take care of business. And so I think that was kind of in the back of our minds, maybe to the forefront of our mind, and we're going to take care of business this year and do what we were supposed to do last year and take control of the district and not leave it in anybody else's hands.
Love it. Controlling your own destiny. Any particular players that you want to shout out? Maybe just someone that maybe had a good game that didn't maybe just maybe didn't get the spotlight if you were actually watching the game or just anybody in particular?
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see some highlights here, obviously, in a second.
Well, one of the most obvious ones for us on that was Cole. It was Cole Watkins' play. Yeah. And Cole's been in there for us in those spots, and we just haven't really gone to him in situations. But what we put in and what we were doing, allowed us to go to him.
Yeah.
And then they put their best cover guy over on Corrick and tried to shut him down and try to stop him, and their other really good corner, got hurt early, and he had been hurt and he'd been out, but he got hurt.
Really?
He got hurt again, and he was back out. So that kind of gave us a matchup that we liked.
Yeah.
With Cole, and and that's the thing about it is he really kind of stepped to the forefront and made a big play right off the bat, with a big catch. It'll be on our highlights, but for him to come in like that, kind of out of nowhere, really in the whole scheme of things, he came out of nowhere to have a 100+ yard receiving day.
Yeah.
It's huge. And in games like that, and that's all we talk about in games like that. Typically in big games like that, your players are going to make plays.
Yeah.
But it always turns around when you win those big games like that. You always kind of find somebody that did something that really haven't jumped out yet.
Yeah.
And they had a big game or a big night, and so I thought we did a good job. I thought he did a great job on the offensive side, which really kind of now all of a sudden everybody's kind of going, wait a minute, I didn't think we have to cover that guy.
Right.
Now we're going to have to cover that guy, and when they have to cover that guy, then the other guys get open. So that was kind of, I thought, really kind of part of that, and just the guys up front on our offensive line that really kind of controlled up front and allowed us to have a run game, which then allowed us to open up the big passing games. And if you really kind of look at our passing stats, most of them are big plays. I mean, most of them are big, are big hits. And so when we're running effectively like that, then the shots come, and we were able to take them.
Yeah. So I know we're going to get to some highlights here, but before we do that, any injury updates that you want to update us on for the next couple weeks, or is it the same?
We're just we've got guys that are just nursing. We've got a whole MASH unit over there of some guys that been out for a while. That have nagging injuries that they've had for a while. But we kind of Brayson still nursing that ankle. And we'll go light with him in practice and try to get that thing well. And it's kind of one of those deals. It's going to take some time to
grind
get
of
over
a season.
with. Yeah, just that, and Corrick's kind of fighting the same thing with a calf, but for the most part, they're just little nagging deals like that. Reagan's still nursing that collarbone, and so he's still going to be a little while longer before he comes back. So nothing big, but just a lot of little nagging things, which kind of happens this time of the year.
Absolutely. With it getting colder, everything gets amplified a little bit when it comes to your body.
Yeah.
Let's get some highlights, shall we? We got 10 clips, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with number 1.
This was that play I was referring to with Cole. It's really our third play. First play we got a penalty, and then our second play we gained 5 back, but we make a big hit there, and he pulls a big spin move off on him on there. I didn't know he was capable of doing that. And, popped out of there for a huge gain for us right there. So that's big, that we were able to make a quick throw right there. It's kind of some RPO action right there. We got a run pass option, so we put that onto Carson and let him read that. And if they commit too much to the run, he raises up and throws it. And then Cole made a great run afterwards on that. So that sets up our first score. We get the ball down deep in their territory. Had a couple shots at the end zone we missed, and then we get Brayson on a little we always fake the little bubble screen out there to the side, and they come down, and then we take a shot for the corner. And
great throw.
Little back shoulder throw right there by Carson, and just a great catch on Brayson's part.
Offhand as well.
Him get back into the swing of things of getting in the end zone.
Yeah. Clip 3.
Our defense did a really good job. Something we were talking about earlier on people, but I thought we got to harass the quarterback a lot with a bunch of sacks, and you'll see a few of those on there. Those guys did a good job there. But another big throw to Cole here again. Guys in decent coverage right there. I was looking down the line. I was like, I don't know that he got his foot down, but after I watched it on film, it looked like he tapped that one foot and then his other foot came down just right after it. So it ended up being a touchdown, but we liked our coverage situation right there, and we kind of suck them up on the hitch and go right there.
Just that little bit.
Just that's all we need, just a little bit. Carson makes a good throw, and he makes a great catch.
Okay, clip 4.
Which set up basically our second score of the day on that, and then we're gonna play some defense right here. They got down close, and this was a fourth down play right there, and forced them to cough the ball up. Tyler Hughes picks it up and takes it back. What a great defensive stand our guys got. We gave up a big long run for them to get down to about the 2-yard line, and then we just turned them back, and they went lined up for a field goal.
Yeah, they did.
And we had sent our field goal block team out there. Well, we got one snoozing out there, so we got too many on the field. We're trying to get him off the field, and so for fear of getting that penalty, we were close to getting off field, but I went ahead and ran out and called timeout to do that. And then they come back out and decide they're going to go for it.
It was all part of the plan.
So it was like, okay, well, if they score this, I'm going to be the biggest idiot in the world because I could have let them just kick a field goal. But,
that's right.
But we made a great stop right there and forced the turnover and got the ball up and took it down, got it out of the deep end down there.
Yeah. Clip 5.
And then able to put together a drive, taking it down, which I think this is the drive right after that. This was getting ready to be a 13-7 game if they scored. And then we come back and got a big play right before this, and then we come back with a big shot right there to Coric. And that, that's what I was talking about. Our run game set us up, and then we threw a little quick RPO to Brayson over the middle and got a big gain there, and then came back and hit him over the top.
Yeah.
And kind of had him getting them down, and then we were able to go deep and
seen that
great
middle
throw
pass.
and catch.
Seen that middle pass to Coric a lot of times this year.
Great throw and catch right there, and that's the when things are going well for us. That's what makes it tough. For us. It makes it tough on the defense.
Clip 6.
One of our defensive plays here, we ended up with about 4 sacks on the night. I think Cade got 2 and Jake Carter got 2. But good pressure right there off the edge. And that was really, those two guys were the beneficiaries of the sack. But both times it was either Tyler Hughes or Gage Ellison coming off the edge.
Yeah.
A big shot right there from Gage off the edge makes the quarterback step up, and then he steps right into Cade.
I believe a play very close after this one because Gage ended up going over and missing over, and then Tyler ended up, you guys sent it from the left, and he ended up getting home on it. Clip 7.
And this might be that.
This might be it.
This might be it.
Maybe.
Yeah, this is it because they come out late on this. They came out on time. It's a good thing about our guys on defense now. We are making that call like right now.
Yeah.
And Tyler comes off the edge.
That's right.
And catches him in a little bootleg right there. And that was a good. That's the thing that's good about what our guys have gotten to pretty good now. That we're almost really kind of like a no-huddle defense too. Cause, we're out there and we're talking on the deal and like, what about this? What about this stunt? And everybody's like, yes, go with it. And we make that call, like 2 seconds before they snap it.
Yeah.
But our guys see it and they execute it just at the last second, and it worked out perfect for us. It was a perfect call.
Yeah. Clip 8.
Getting lined up and help I trim these up a little bit with it. We go a little bit faster. But another big throw to Cole out there and breaks 2 tackles.
It's a
and
tension
then just
builder.
take it to the house. And you could tell by that, that throw. We make a good throw there, but the wind was blowing, so much from our left to right here on that. You can see the flight of the ball change dramatically, but Cole does a great job of adjusting to it because we throw that ball and it just gets blown almost away from him.
Yeah.
But he goes up and snags it and takes it to the house. And Colt's got good hands. I mean, he's always had good hands, and he's made some big catches for us.
Yeah. Clip 9.
Another quarterback sack coming up on this one. I think we come off the top up there. Gage comes off the top again up there and forces the quarterback to step up. So we get a big rush off the edge right there, steps right back up into our inside rush, and we're able to sack the quarterback there and get another big stop right there and another big quarterback sack.
And clip 10.
Let's wrap it up with a quarterback sack. How's that sound?
I love it. That's 3, by the way. Or, yeah, 4. 4 sacks.
Yep. Once again, great pressure off the edge, and then our guys just do a great job defeating blocks in there. That was Jake
All three
Carter.
of them
Yeah,
got
Jake
past.
Carter got through, and Gage forced the quarterback to step up dramatically, and everybody else was there. Yeah, so they were going to run a little screen right there, but we were so fast to it, he didn't even have time to get the ball out of his hands. So great job by our guys up front of really, really pressuring the quarterback. And we had 4 sacks on the year.
I know. I was about to say this is probably my favorite batch of clips.
It was definitely our best night as far as getting to the quarterback and consistently. And I thought our guys did a great job with that.
That was a 27-7 victory over the Bethany Broncos last Friday to stay unbeaten in district with last regular season game. It's gone by very, very fast.
Flying
It's
by.
6:16. We are ending the first segment here. Who do you have for me this week? I know we're done with the seniors, correct?
Yeah, we've run through the seniors. We'll start with some underclassmen. So
All right.
we'll give you Bryson and Hudson today, and let you talk to those 2 guys.
All right.
And
you
can delve into their
minds.
mindset. Yeah.
I'll do my darndest. My name is Drake Vidito. That was Coach Craig. We're going to wrap up segment 1 here. I'll be with junior Brayson Carter next. You are watching Blanchard Lions TV.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Welcome back to the Blanchard Coaches Show here at Mazio's. Big shout out to Mazio's for hosting us each and every week. It is currently 6:19 p.m. rolling into our second segment, and I have the pleasure of interviewing my first junior interview. It's been seniors, no matter if it was that's not true. Football junior. Cheer. It was a couple of juniors. But I am with Mr. Brayson Carter. He is your junior safety and wide receiver. Before we get going, Brayson, happy Halloween.
Yes, sir. Happy
Do
Halloween.
you celebrate?
No, probably not.
No? Name the last costume that you had at Halloween, if you can remember.
I was Michael Jordan one year.
Okay.
And Ross was Larry Bird. So.
Do you remember that? Remember the grade?
Yeah. Fifth, maybe. I was fifth grade.
Okay. So you guys don't, all through high school, no dressing up at all?
No.
Not even just for fun?
No.
Did anyone dress up at school today on the team?
No, no one dressed up today.
Man, that's kind of. We'll talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be a fun one. Let's talk a little football, and then we'll kind of delve into some Halloween stuff. Okay? Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I asked this to everybody, just because everyone that plays both ways.
Yep.
Safety, wide receiver. Which one do you like playing more? Which one is harder?
I'd say.
And why?
I'd say I like playing safety more, and it's a little bit harder.
Okay.
But one of the reasons is like you don't know what they're doing at all.
Right.
And so you have to adjust off of what they do. And you know, like, some things they do.
Yeah.
And, like, from preparation and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't know, like, what play they're running, like, what route they're going to run. Like, you don't know none. I like figuring that out. And,
Yeah.
like.
You guys are last line of defense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that put a little – you ever feel that pressure at
No,
all?
not at all, actually.
Okay, because I remember when you and Jackson last year, because that was our first year doing it.
Yep.
There were multiple times where you guys would just, it was usually team like a Tuttle who would run the ball a lot. You guys would just get in there, and it would just make me nervous, because I'm just like, if they don't get those tackles, like it's going to be real tough, because you guys are the last line of defense. But that interesting. I ask everyone that, and I would have guessed wide receiver as your favorite, but that's interesting.
I like wide receiver. I like scoring touchdowns, but
Yeah?
I like playing defense.
Okay, let's talk about Bethany for a little bit. How do you think the wide receivers did? Because I was talking to Coach Craig these past couple weeks. I know you didn't play last week. Catching was a big emphasis, because the past couple of weeks, there had been some easy drop passes by the wide receiving core. How do you guys think you did in that against Bethany?
I think we did like better, way better on that. We only had a few drop passes, and we just focused on like catching the ball and then making a move.
Right.
I think that's what we were doing. We were trying to like make a move while catching the ball, and then we were just losing sight of it and dropping it.
What do you guys know about those Bethany corners, safeties going into it? Did you feel like you had an advantage? I mean, was it pretty evenly matched?
Well, we knew they were gonna like be like a lot different, so they were gonna show like a different coverage and then go to a different coverage, and we
like
knew
right
that
before a play started.
Yeah. And we knew that their safeties were going to bail a lot, so we're going to run a lot of short stuff, slants and hitches and stuff like that. So we knew that coming into the game, and we just did it. And we
bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about safeties? How do you think the safeties did against the Bethany O last week?
Well, we did pretty good. They didn't pass the ball a lot,
No.
like throw many passes. So I say that's a win.
Job accomplished.
Yeah, that's a win.
I always say during the broadcast, if for example, if you and Coric don't have a whole bunch of tackles on safety, I think you guys are doing your job correctly.
Yeah.
If you guys are like leading the team in tackles, there's a problem somewhere.
Yeah. That's how it was last year, kind of.
Yeah, right. When we were talking about Jackson and you, there was some run heavy teams that they would bust through, and you guys would be the last, and you guys would be leading. Not a bad thing, but it's usually not a great thing when you talk about the onset of the start of the game to the end of the game. If you guys if your safeties end up being your best tacklers. So let's talk about Tecumseh now.
Okay.
What should we expect? Let's start with defense. How do we feel about their quarterback? Is it
a lot
pass
of run.
heavy?
A lot
Really?
of run.
Okay.
A lot of run, and they run like a bunch of different formations. So like they'll have like 3 running backs, and they'll have 0, and then they'll have like 3 tight ends.
So like a class is it like trickery?
Kind of like
stuff you never
kind of
seen?
like Piedmont.
Okay.
They run kind of like Piedmont, and then they'll throw Tuttle in there.
Okay.
They run a bunch of different formations.
So they the passing game is basically non-existent.
Yeah.
Have they shown any of it in film? Or
like
they're
a
just
little
not
bit.
Able to?
No.
Okay.
On like 3rd and long, 2nd and long, stuff
Right.
like that, they'll throw it. But other than that, they won't.
Okay, let's switch to the other side of the field now. Receivers, how do we feel about what they're bringing to the table when it comes to corners, safeties? Do you feel like there's an advantage there? What do you think the receivers? What kind of game they're going to have?
They play
this
off.
week?
They play off the ball far a lot, so they play like 10, 15 yards off the ball. So if they play like that, then we can just throw the bubble, and we can just make like 8 yards every play.
Yeah.
So.
That's the one thing that when we've been doing the broadcasts, I've been very high on the wide receiving core. You, Cole Watkins, Coric, just all the guys, HUD. You guys are really good at getting those extra yards after the catch. You're just able to make guys miss in space, and I think if they're going to be playing, that far off, I think it's just going to be more the merrier for you guys at the end of the day. Let's talk about your junior year, period. I mean, I know we're still pretty much we're past the first 3 months of your junior year, but It's almost the end of your football junior year.
Yep.
Tell me how your first year as an upperclassman has been thus far compared to your freshman sophomore year.
Well, let's
start with football, and then let's just start with school in general.
Okay, so football has been good because I've been like on varsity like my freshman year and my sophomore year, and so like learning from the other upperclassmen is like I know how to act and I know how to like treat the younger classmen and like teach them what to do and stuff like that, and like it's like helped me and it's helped like everyone else because like I'm like teaching and like helping them, but I'm also getting taught too at the same time.
Yeah.
So like I like that.
At the end of the day, you gotta know what you're talking about if you're going to be able to pass it down to your underclassmen. Okay, now how about school? How is school going as an upperclassman? Junior year, a lot of people say is the hardest. Is that true?
It's definitely the hardest. Yeah.
So what makes it hard? Is it just the classes? Is it just
a lot of homework?
What kind of class? Like what?
Geometry.
Classes?
A lot of geometry homework.
Okay, is that Miss Henry? Is she
yeah.
still? Wow.
Yeah,
okay,
Miss Henry.
That's a me teacher. Okay. What else is hard? Is there a science that's hard?
Anatomy's hard.
Okay,
but
I don't think Bill U's here anymore. Who's
no,
the science teacher?
It's Miss Tolliver.
Okay. So what makes it hard? Just a lot of memorization, especially with anatomy?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get to this is Brayson Carter, by the way. I know I introduced him, but it's good to have some repetition. Junior safety wide receiver for the Blanchard football team. Brayson, tell me one thing you love about this team as a whole. Actually, you know what? Let's start with your receiving core group, your safety group, which might be actually the same people when it comes. Let's just do the whole team. What's one thing you love about this team?
We don't give up, and like our resilience is good because like a lot of people didn't think we were going to be like we thought we were going to be really, really good this year.
Yeah.
And like the best, and so we had to like calm ourselves.
Punch bar like with the rice.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Interesting. Favorite horror movie? Are you a big movie guy?
Yeah, but I don't watch horror very much. Oh, Hush.
Hush?
Yeah,
okay.
Hush.
Is that the deaf woman?
Yeah, the deaf. Yeah,
okay.
I like that one.
What about? Do you have a horror movie that you just won't watch because it's like too scary? Is that a thing? No. Okay. Last one. Best Halloween song.
Song?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No? Like the Monster Mash or
probably
Thriller, Michael Jackson?
Thriller. That's the only one I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen the music video to Thriller?
No.
No?
No.
You need to watch it. It's like one of the best ever. Okay. Last question. Say one good thing about the guy I'm interviewing next, Hudson Perriman. Go.
Funny.
Name one thing you don't like about him. Just kidding. Don't do that. It is 6:28 here. We are wrapping up the segment of the night. That was Brayson Carter, your junior safety and wide receiver. Brayson, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck on Friday against
organization to a higher level of success. So visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Welcome back to the Blanchard Lions Coaches Show here at Mazio's. Big shout out to Mazio's hosting us each and every week. It is the final week of the regular season. That means Game 10, which is against Tecumseh this Friday at 6:32, rolling into the third segment here. I'm with another junior, the second junior of the football team for the season, Mr. Hudson Perriman, tight end safety. Sir, how you doing? Happy Halloween. Do you celebrate? Are you an avid outgoer of candy? Are you a gatherer? Do you celebrate?
No, not really.
Why not?
I'm a big candy guy, though. I usually just get some for my little sister.
Well,
I usually have her stack up.
I'll have the candy questions a little bit later on. We'll get into some football stuff here first, but we'll end it pretty fun. Hudson Perriman, for those who don't know, junior tight end safety. Let's start with a little bit of football, shall we, Hud? Last week, obviously, big win, Bethany, 27-7. That was a game, a little bit of a revenge game after the year before. Tell me a little bit about let's just clear the air because I believe you're the first tight end that we've had. Maybe just explain to the people, the casual fans who might not know, because we don't get to see you on every play on offense. Tell me like the purpose of the tight end, what your job is when we get to see those glimpses of you on offense.
Usually it's most of our heavy sets.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, we'll spread me out wide, have me run a route. And then, just sometimes it's a diversion, distraction.
Yeah? Nothing wrong with a little trickery.
Yeah.
What do you like doing? Do you like blocking for the runner more, or do you like scoring touchdowns?
Definitely scoring touchdowns.
Okay, good. I'm
passes.
glad we're on the same page here. So let's talk about tight end play versus Bethany. We saw you obviously out there for some plays. How do you think you did? Either A, blocking, or just B, when you were playing receiver.
Yeah, Friday night I didn't get very many catches, but I definitely blocked. Friday was one of my more blocking games.
Yeah,
I think I did pretty good.
Yeah. You followed suit with the big boys up front on the O line.
Yes.
They had a really, really good game last Friday,
Yes.
and I think very much of the same of you. Okay, so how about safety? Let's talk a little bit about safety. First off, do you like playing tight end or safety more? I just asked Brayson because you guys are pretty much, receiver, safety, pretty much.
Yeah.
He actually liked playing safety more.
Yeah, I'm more of a offense guy. I like being in control.
Okay, you like running people over after the catch?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So how do you think the safeties did against Bethany last week?
We did good. We had Court go down, but I think we'll be all right this week. But, our safeties usually lead us in tackles.
Yeah.
We come down on the ball and ball hawk pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. I think one of the biggest positives that I've always said on the broadcast is that, the speed in which you get, if let's just say a guy's trying to take the edge or something on a run, you guys are really, really good at getting to him faster than pretty much even sometimes in some special cases the linebackers even. You guys have really good targeting speed.
Yes.
Let's talk about Tecumseh. What are we expecting as a tight end from their defense? How did they stack up against the offense?
Well, they run more of a one backer and then two outside linebacker set, so blocking should be a little bit different.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to read a lot more.
Is that something you've seen this year at all? Or a comparison, if any, if you can?
Not really.
No?
We usually go 3 inside backers or 2 inside backers.
Yeah. You think it's going to be a good opportunity to get a lot of run in when it
Yes.
comes to actually running the ball? You think you're going to be blocking a little bit more? How's the line size? Is it pretty outsized?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Let's flip it over now. How do you feel their offense is going to do when it comes to a safety's perspective?
Well, they run a bunch of different stuff, so it's going to be hard to read, but we just got to stay hooked up on the film and just figure out what their alignments are going to be.
Yeah. Okay. Remind me, because I'm kind of unaware. You're a junior. You've been at Blanchard has it been
Yes.
2 years or all
Yes.
3? Okay, interesting. I believe I played against one of your brothers.
Maybe both of them. Camden and Jaden.
That is true, because it was Chickasha before.
Yeah, Chickasha, and then they moved to Tuttle.
So
and then we moved to Tuttle.
So my sophomore year, we played Chickasha. Who would have been the oldest brother at that time?
Jaden.
And he would have been
He moved to Tuttle his senior year.
Okay, so that would have been junior year.
Yes.
And then I
Camden.
don't know.
Camden was the younger one.
Maybe. I'm not sure if I played against. That may have been the first year after I left.
Maybe.
I just wanted to ask, just because I know that I had played a Perriman before in my lifetime. Okay, back on track. First upperclassman year, junior year. First, let's bring it to football, and then we'll go to the grand scope. How has this year in football compared as a junior to your freshman and sophomore year?
It's a little
In
bit
your
weird.
eyes.
It's a little bit weird because I'm not used to being the older guy.
Yeah.
Like all of my friends, they were all upperclassmen, and it's kind of weird because now I got to be kind of like the big guy, and I got to control the locker room or clean up and stuff.
You think you do a good job of that?
Yeah.
So are you the youngest brother?
Yes.
So it is kind of it is a little bit of a culture shock for you, because I like that. Have you enjoyed the process though of going from that underclassman to being the guy that it has to set an example for the younger guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Say one thing you love about this team. Out of everything, I know I've asked this question to all the seniors, and they've given me a very wide variety of answers. But if even if it has to be your favorite thing, or maybe the best example you can give for us of one thing you love about this team, what would it be? Oh, we have a thinker. Okay, I like it. I like it.
Probably we have a very strong bond together.
Are you talking the entire team, your class?
There's all of us.
Yeah?
Like I've gotten a lot closer with a bunch of people.
So in what way? Just on the field, off the field? What do you guys do?
Both. Like I go to more lineman nights because I'm more of a tight end, and I kind of like hanging out with the big boys now.
Yeah.
Trying to gain a little weight.
What are some things you guys do at lineman night? Give me a
we swim. we swim a lot, get in the hot tub a lot. I remember we went to Cade's house, Cade Saunders.
Yeah.
And we had these reusable water balloons.
Okay.
And it was all that warfare.
Wait, reusable, so they don't.
Yes, so like
they don't pop?
they're like little bubbles, and you open them up, you fill them up with water, and you click them back on.
Okay.
And then you can throw them, and then they bust, and then you can pick them back up and refill them because they just clip on.
Interesting.
They like seal together.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's get to the fun stuff. Hudson Perriman, by the way, junior tight end and safety for your Lion Bunch. It is 6:39, and we are finally getting to the segment that everyone cares about, the Halloween questions. Happy Halloween, by the way. I know I've said it to you already. Okay, let's get to it. What is the last costume that you can remember putting on in your lifetime?
Like when I was like the youngest, or like
just
most recent?
The most recent that you can remember. And what grade, if you can remember?
Probably like one of those, like a morph suit. You know what that is?
Like,
it's like
Power Rangers?
It's like a skin suit, but it's like all black.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What year would that have been?
2018, I believe.
Oh, okay. So semi-recently.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Brayson gave us like an answer from like 5th grade, and I was like, "There's no way that you haven't dressed up once after that." Okay. Favorite candy? Why? Any candy. It doesn't have to be one you get on Halloween specifically. God, we've never had someone think ever. It's like word vomit almost. It's just whatever you get. I like it though. It's great.
I'm gonna go with Skittles, man.
Skittles?
Yes.
You like to taste the rainbow, huh?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, worst candy. What is something it's awful, whether it be something that you tried at an early age and you just never could catch on to it, or it's just something that you will not put in your body no matter what?
Oh, a lot of people are going to dislike me for this one.
I don't know. I'm not a big sweets guy. I could be with you.
I'm not a big Almond Joy guy.
Oh, I'm
not a big almond
guy. I'm not either. I don't think that's
now the coconut ones, I can handle the coconut.
You know the thing about Almond Joys, raw bitter almonds have cyanide in them. That's poisonous.
Yes.
Fun fact. You're welcome. Favorite horror movie? Go.
Probably Halloween.
The original?
I'll go It.
It?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a least favorite? Like one that was just awful. It was not scary whatsoever.
No, I don't watch very many scary movies.
No? What's the most recent scary movie you've watched?
Oh.
Dealing out the hard questions tonight, people. It's Halloween.
Oh, we were in Arizona, and there was this like a Halloween scary movie or just a scary movie?
It can be either.
Okay, it's called The Ritual.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Well, it was. It was interesting too.
Last one, most important because Brayson couldn't even give us one. Best Halloween song.
Thriller.
Okay. Wait, did you hear me say that?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our second interview of the night, Mr. Hudson Perriman, the junior tight end and safety. Hud, thank you so much for doing this. The end of segment 3, we're rolling through at 6:42. No coach interview tonight. Hopefully we will be with Coach Ward next week. So we're going to roll into segment 4 with a preview of the Lions' upcoming game against the Tecumseh, what are they? The Savages? Savages, the Tecumseh Savages. We're going to take a quick break. Quick shout out to Mazio's for hosting us each and every week. You are watching Blanchard Lions TV.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce.
Can see.
Welcome back to the Blanchard Lions Coaches Show, the last segment of the Blanchard Lions Coaches Show here at Mazio's. Big shout out to Mazio's for hosting us each and every week. The final week, the final regular season week of the football season. It is 6:44 on a Halloween night, a brisk Halloween night, I should add. And it's the last segment of the night, which means we will be talking about the game to come, which will be Friday at 7 against Tecumseh at Tecumseh. The Savages are 3-6 on the season. I believe they've only won one game in district. Coach Craig, I ask you, what should we expect from this Savage bunch this Friday?
Well, they've been on a rough run lately, and Coach Bullock does a good job over there with those guys, always has, and they've got senior night over there, so you expect them to come out with some gumption and
hair on fire,
and ready to go, and trying to go out on a high note. Obviously, this would be like their playoff game for them. They're not going to get in, and so this is it for them. And so I would expect nothing but those guys, other than to come out and like you said, play with their hair on fire and try to come in for the big upset and go out on a great note. So we look for that, and any other tricks and shenanigans and things that they could pull off,
adjust accordingly.
It's one of those deals, when you're playing somebody like that. It's like it's like having that animal backed into the corner. You just never know how they're going to come out at you, and so with this game being one of those games where they have nothing to lose, so we'll throw everything at us and see what happens. So
I've asked this question when both in a position of looking ahead and being able to stay up after big games. This is kind of more in the former. But is there any sense of looking ahead to the playoff, or is that something that you just repeat to the guys like, hey, let's take care of it this week and we'll move on to the playoffs next week? Is there anything that goes into that, or is it just another week?
Yeah, we just we always try to maintain that mindset of we've kind of had that discussion before about I'm not into all the coach speak deal about week to week, or
Absolutely.
It's all about this game. Well, yeah, it is, but there's some forethought into it of what's ahead and what's coming down the line, and after a big win, in a big game last week, where's our emotional edge this week, and coming into a game that in a lot of ways is really meaningless now. So can we come into that game with an emotional edge, and can we maintain that and go take care of business? And that's yet to be determined, but that's just how we approach it. And of course, our approach to that goes back to the same thing that we always talk about with our guys. We've got to go execute. And we don't want to fail in that department. We want to stay crisp, and we want to stay sharp, and we don't want to slough off in that department. So our expectations are still high to go out and do those things. And maybe we don't have quite the emotional edge that we had last week. But that shouldn't take away from our focus on the task at hand and going out and doing our job. And
of course,
that's kind of the way we approach it, and we preach about that all the time. And we try to keep that mindset of, hey, this is a game we've got to win. We got to go through this week. to get to where we want to go. And you know, we always talk about the destination. That you've got to know where you're going. You got to know what's ahead of you,
right?
And you got to know what's out there to have a purpose for Friday.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
so that's kind of the whole spiel this week is just there's a greater purpose than Friday, but Friday's a part of it, and going out and another opportunity to go out and hone your craft. And let's go do that.
Just out of sheer curiosity, and this just came off the top of my head, when you guys won district, the last time you won district, which was 20, I believe, 2020?
I think it was 20.
Did you guys go undefeated in district?
In district play?
That year?
I
know I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I'm almost certain we did.
Okay, just wondering.
Because that was a big tough game with Tuttle, and I think it was 7-0.
Okay,
7-0 game. I think that was right. And then and
more of a curiosity for me than anything. I know 2020 was the last time district was.
We were, if I remember right, and I'm not sure if it was 19 or 20 or 18.
Yeah,
they all kind of run together. When you get up there where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember if that was a game that we ran a kickoff back on Cushing, or we were beat.
Yeah.
And we took the kickoff back. Lincoln took it back for a touchdown to win a game. And I can't remember if that was that year or not, but I was almost certain that we went through in 20 undefeated.
Okay. Just more out of curiosity than anything.
Yeah,
I know you
working on my brain damage. And
That's okay.
Not sure.
I know you probably answered what we're coming to next, the Craig's commandments for the game. I know you probably answered some of those in that last question, but you got 3 for me this week?
Yeah, defensively, I look at what they do and the things that they do, and then kind of alluding back to what I said prior.
Right.
Getting lined up and ready to play is going to be the biggest thing for us, because they come at you with so many different formations,
right?
And they come at you with so many different little wrinkles, and you've got to expect something. You've got to expect something different, something special, and getting lined up and playing. That's going to be the biggest thing, and not letting them have anything out of something that we can't adjust to or we can't align to. And so we've tried to, we're trying this week to really kind of prepare our kids for that, and prepare them to get into our sets defensively to play.
Yeah.
And if that's the biggest thing I think for us is if we're lined up, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
If we're not, then that's where they're going to get you. So we've got to adjust to their sets and get lined up and then play. And if we'll do that, that'll be a big help for us. You go back to, and then offensively it goes back to the same thing that we've always been talking about, is continue to execute. And if we execute like we did last week, we'll be fine. Once again, it's how we do our things and make the right reads and get the ball to the right people, and then guys making plays on that. And then like we said, I guess you could say handle the doldrums of this game. It's not a lot riding on it other than pride and perfection. And so that's kind of the name of the game on this one. It's probably not going to pull out our most emotional response.
Effort. Yeah.
But we still want to maintain a focus on that and still do what we need to do.
What do I always say? The best teachers, the best coaches, are the oversharers. I asked for 3, he gave me 4. That's what you love to see
we'll
when you talk about the keys of the game.
Yeah, we'll give you that.
All right. Let's get to the real stuff now. I've been asking a couple of the players. It's Halloween. You're not going to get exempt from any of this.
Come on.
Maybe a little bit of a different perspective for the coach instead of the players. Favorite candy and why?
I'd say
if you allow yourself anymore.
Yeah, I'm probably going to delve into the Skittles a little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
That's two.
The leftover Skittles. If they've got some Skittles laying around, hopefully we won't get inundated too much with Halloween kids today, so they'll leave some Skittles laying around the house. So I'll be in business with some Skittles. Yeah.
Is there a worse candy? Is there one you just will not put your taste buds to?
Man, it's hard to find bad candy.
Yeah.
I'm not a big candy person, but it is really kind of hard to find bad candy. I haven't really found one that I'm just like.
Really?
You got any examples?
Charleston Chew. I always see that at the gas station. I'm just like, I don't even know what that is. Is that like gross?
Yeah. I'm like Ashley on that. I guess this is not good on Halloween, but I just can't do the candy corn thing. I'm out on candy corn, so we'll disband candy corn and licorice. I probably can't do.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay, how about a favorite scary movie or horror movie?
Can
be one from when you were, growing up.
Yeah, I always look back. I always kind of remember back when I was little. We always watched it, scared the crap out of us all the time, and we were always scared because we were watching Dracula.
Yeah.
And Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And Godzilla versus somebody, and. Those movies always scared. Dracula always scared us when we were little. Yeah.
So wait, which Dracula?
Well, it would have been
Christopher Lee or Gary Oldman.
It would have been it would have been back in the Christopher Lee department back in those days.
Okay.
Back in it might even been before a little Boris Karloff. Whatever.
With Bela Lugosi, I believe his name was.
And Boris Karloff and all those.
Yeah.
And, we'd stay up and watch some show. I can't remember what it was called now. It was like Midnight something or whatever, and they always had scary stuff on. So we always watched that stuff. So it was always kind of scary.
Huh.
But all those little, all of those Exorcist type movies now. Those are little.
Yeah.
Because
like
those are
Blair
a little close to home. That's not like completely unreal.
Were you
Godzilla's like not really happening, but you're not sure about the Exorcist thing. that might be real.
Was Blair Witch? Were you in the theater when that came out?
I never did go watch that.
No,
never? I never did go to the theater, but everybody that I knew that went and watched it was really freaked out by it. It was really scary. So
if you're not a fan of that kind of stuff, then that's probably the movie not to watch if you actually want to not believe in something.
I watch all those movies now. Those
Conjuring
and
all the Insidious,
all the Insidious, the Conjuring, all of those things like that's kind of the things that I kind of like to watch. I think those are the ones that are kind of spooky.
All right, final one: best Halloween song. We've gotten 2 Thrillers, and that's it.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it's kind of hard to beat Thriller.
Can you mix it up at all?
That's what when I was leaving the house, my wife's prepping for Christmas, prepping for Halloween for all the kiddos to come. She wants me to go turn the radio on the porch on Halloween music.
Yeah.
And I go, we don't have Halloween music. I mean, they don't just play. What do they play? Thriller all night long? I mean, I don't really know what's
not
a Halloween song.
Monster Mash or Somebody's Watching Me.
I mean those. Yeah, some of those things like that. It's probably those could probably qualify. It's kind of spooky. She said, well, they'll play some spooky song. Well, maybe they will. I don't know what radio station that's on, but we just need to cut our own.
Burn your own CD.
Yeah, let's burn our own, get our own playlist up with some Halloween music on that. It's kind of spooky.
Goodness gracious, we're off the rails here. It's the final segment of the Blanchard Coach Show. Big shout out to Coach Craig, Hudson Perriman, Brayson Carter. Big shout out to Ashley Robertson behind the scenes. Literally could not do it without her, and we could not do it without Mazios. Big shout out to Mazios for hosting us each and every week. Kickoff at 7.
7 o'clock.
At Tecumseh.
Yep,
it will be senior night for Tecumseh, so I'm sure Tecumseh will bring their most fired, hearty effort. But as for us, me, Drake Vidito, Coach Craig, Ashley Robertson, special appearance from Carson Craig, by the way. 6:58 p.m. We are saying good night on this Tuesday. We will be back next Tuesday for sure for our first episode of the postseason coaches show right here at Mazios starting at 6. But it's 6:58 and we are wrapping up here. Thank you for watching the Blanchard Lions Coaches Show at Mazios, and go Lions.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Diesel Horse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Diesel Horse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.